If you're not paranoid, you are not paying attention, and you better get with the program pretty fast because it's coming at us from all directions. Now, I've been talking about online privacy and how your data is being used by the sites that you sign up for and by third parties that contract with these sites since 2009. I was in a CNBC documentary in 2010 talking about the exploitative ways that Facebook was using your data then. That was before Cambridge Analytica, and if you don't know what that is, you need to look it up. ICE just signed a $5.7 million contract to license an AI-driven surveillance software for 5 years. The software is called Signal Labs, and to put it in perspective, this is the same software used by the Pentagon and the Israeli military. And what it does is it enables 8 billion searches a day of social media posts. A Wired article from earlier this month indicates that ICE plans to develop a round-the-clock social media surveillance team to help them generate leads. Also this week, ICE signed a $7 million contract to utilize a software that does skip tracing, which can basically track your location. Another software they're using links your social media profiles and your location information to your social security number. Your social security number. ICE. The government's utilization of AI and automated tools for viewpoint-driven online surveillance gives teeth to its threat to surveil everyone online for disfavored expression. Attorneys with the civil liberties group, the Electronic Freedom Foundation, and Yale Law School's Media Freedom and Information Access Clinic. Getting a little paranoid yet? Now let's talk about BCI technology. That stands for Brain-Computer Interface, which is what Neuralink is working on. Speaking of Neuralink, I need every single one of you to go follow a TikTok creator named Dre. Her handle is the Dre Dossier. I'll drop it right here. She has been tracking a theory that looks very true to me that basically makes it look like Elon Musk could potentially be utilizing people that are being held in ICE detention facilities to test Neuralink. This is crazy, okay? This is really crazy. And she also has a theory that the East Wing of the White House does not cost by any measure the amount of money that Donald Trump is spending. And she thinks that he is building a data collection or storage site underneath the White House. Okay, Sam Altman, who's the CEO of OpenAI, just involved himself with a company called Merge Labs. And what they intend to do is use sound and magnetic fields to read your brain. They're using gene therapy and ultrasound to read your neural activity. If they are successful, this can be done without invasive surgeries or implanting a chip like Neuralink is doing. Take a minute to consider the implications of that, please. I'll wait. No surgery, no chips, just sound waves. Sam Altman's new startup claims it can read human minds using sound waves. OpenAI's Sam Altman is funding Merge Labs, a startup developing a non-invasive brain-computer interface using sound waves to read human thoughts safely. Define safely. Okay, let's take it up a notch. Bots now account for more than half of all global internet traffic, surpassing human activity for the first time. According to recent reports, bots made up 51% of all web traffic in 2024, with bad bots, malicious bots, being a significant portion. This surge is largely due to advances in AI, making bots more sophisticated and harder to detect. Here's just a few more examples. Homeland Advanced Recognition Technology. The National Immigration Law Center has criticized a proposed rule from the Trump administration's Department of Homeland Security that would allow for the collection of extensive biometric data from citizens and non-citizens. This data would be stored in the database for use by various intelligence and law enforcement agencies. Biometric. Another example, the administration has enlisted the company Palantir to compile detailed dossiers on Americans. Critics argue this creates a centralized digital watchtower of sensitive information. We are so fucked. Look, I can't tell you how to fix it. I can tell you that some things that you might want to start doing is using a VPN when you are browsing the internet, especially if you are using social media sites. And I personally recommend using Proton VPN because they host their own servers in Switzerland where they cannot be compelled by any court or office to give up your information that they don't even retain. They do have a free offering, and then they also have a paid offering with additional features. I personally use all of Proton's services. I paid for an annual membership. This is my second year doing it because they have privacy-centered email, data storage, a VPN, password manager. You need to become literate in these things, and you're still gonna have catching up to do. Because I've been saying that the Third World War already started years ago, except the weapons are very different. They are digital. This is what it's like now. Be careful what you say online. This isn't a game anymore. We're losing our freedom. It's time to wake up.